And I talk about love a lot because I'm at the age where it still means a lot to me. I haven't been broken down yet by exes, but okay, like a couple. Okay, that was before. Look, we're moving on now. We've made progress. Uh, I want to tell you all though, in spite of the advertising that we have, I don't think you should date a love poet. But to love a love poet is to feel celebrated, validated, and even deliberate. Like you are meant to be. Love poets make you believe. Loving a love poet is like walking on a cloud. It is beautiful in your dreams, but when you try it in reality, you find yourself falling through quite quickly. And are left with the sad reality that you should not date a love poet. As a parent, love poets are the dream. She said, I love the way you love me, but I do not love you. She said, I love the way you love me, but I do not love you. She said, I love the way you love me, but I do not love you. I said, I love you. She said, that's great. Because the best poems are about one-sided love. Did you feel that? I felt that. Like I thought I had like early uncle onset heartburn. Like I'm like, I thought I was too young for that. Like, we're gonna try something different now. You know those things, those red flags you ignore because the person is just that cute? We related a little bit too hard. I get that. It's fine. So now you're gonna for those red flags, you're gonna help me out. You're all gonna scream top of your lungs, like you would tell your younger self, so that they could avoid the mistakes that you made. You're gonna scream, "Don't do it." All right? So let's try it. Ask someone if they're pregnant. Every time I raise my hand, you're gonna scream, "Don't do it." Top of your lungs, like you're feeling it from your soul. You're telling your younger self, don't date that person because you're not gonna be able to heal right after.
Don't do it.
Ask an artist, why does it cost this much?
Don't do it.
Or pay artists in exposure.
Don't do it.
Wear cargo pants to meet your girlfriend's parents. Use 2-in-1 or 12-in-1 shampoo. Don't date a love poet.
Don't do it.
Don't put your heart through it. Don't do it. They're monsters. They'll milk their love for you into content. You'll have to listen to their badly crafted sonnets, and you'll love them so much that they'll think they're good writers, and they'll trick themselves into a life without income or sustenance.
Don't do it.
Don't date a love poet, and do not introspect or spiral about how you blew it.
Don't do it.
You knew it. You knew your love for them would blow up spectacularly. Because if I can love you celestially, then our love being snuffed out will be cataclysmic for everyone in our orbit. The problem with loving somebody on the cosmic scale is that inevitably, as that love dies, when you look to the moon for comfort, you will see the face of your previously beloved. The reason you needed comfort, and you will hate the thing that you loved once so much that you had your beloved anchored to it. For if you unite the things that you love, they intertwine and are broken together. Don't date a love poet. They lie. We lie about understanding an abstract concept to feed ourselves with our most rogue ramblings. Our ridiculous self-reflection and cop-out from therapy becomes your mandatory fixture for resonation. We all need therapy. We sell our thoughts about you to millions, or more likely, we share them for free with tens of people on Instagram. Don't do it. Don't date a love poet. Just as you should not offer a dying doctor medical advice or to test a detective for news you ask them to find, do not date a love poet. And as I'm saying this, I understand you. I understand the way that you feel. Young love is like the smell of an old book in a vintage bookstore. It fills you up as you inhale and you exhale and let out that fleeting moment of joy you foolishly allowed yourself, my fellow love-struck idiot. I mean, love poet. We fantasize, we project the qualities that we need to love onto you and are incredibly dramatic when you can't live up to the lines I had written for you. I said, I want a girl that reads. I want to love her like Desdemona did Othello. I want to love her so much I confuse Jacobean and Victorian audiences. And when I say I want a girl that reads, I do not intend to insinuate the sexualization of women carrying out mundane activities. I stand starkly against fetishization, and I understand that the young girl in question is likely minding her own damn business, but it's really hot. And I'm not trying to seem unproblematic, and it isn't even the fact that she's literate. Most women I come across actually manage a passage of text with little resistance, but the fact that the reading of this poem is deliberate, not a consequence of circumstances or for an Instagram caption, but because she adores the feeling of being in love, and I get it. I get it. I meet a lot of dudes who are scared that they won't be able to live up to the kinds of men that are programmed by women writers, but I'm not worried about that because I'm just that great. Or maybe I'm just deluded enough to think that I am. I am a love poet, and I thought I could love her enough for the both of us, but that is not the dream. The dream is to be thought of so fondly you can't help but love them more for it. So I told her, this isn't it. I'm not that kind of love poet. That's that piece. This next one is called Icarus. Now, movies may have taught you that the right girl is everything, worth every ring, that you will rise to be worthy of her. They lied. You are Icarus. She is the sun, and you will fall. You will break yourself inside and out. You will feel the pain in your jaw like a cavity. You will feel your bones dislocate, your eyes rotate into the back of your head to look at your mind and think to yourself that it wasn't working this whole time. You are Icarus, and you will wait for it to be dark. You will go to the moon, for she will meet you halfway. She's not beautiful in the same way, but she is breathtaking. And you will be done forsaking for your luck, for you will find salvation. You, my friend, are Icarus. That's Icarus. Do I have time for one more? All right, let's talk about the environment, because that's a nice turn. Who the hell said you can't rap about the environment? I'm tired of struggling students being told that McDonald's is hiring like Donald Trump, Boris Johnson, and Rahul Gandhi went to world-class schools, and intellectually, well, they aren't swell. So you tell me if I don't dance to your tune, I'll fail. No. Tell me about your arbitrary systems. Tell me about how you're generating human engines. Tell me about these ingenuine engines. Tell me how you keep children oppressed. Tell me how you tell your future they don't have the luxury to rest because y'all burned the planet. The corporations planned it. We need a voice. I'm tired of being told to can it, that I can't have it, that I don't understand it, because in 1938 we discovered that an increase in carbon dioxide and pollution was called global warming. And since then we've been informing. The sky started heating and storming. The masses kept ignoring. The sky was pouring where it hadn't been, and there was a drought where it had been, and the masses couldn't figure out that the earth was sending you a warning. And you tell me to pay attention in school, tell me to learn the quadratic formula and binomial expansion while the wealthiest keep the poor from their mansions, and only the wealthiest can afford the pursuit of their passions, while us young people have to rise up and take action? You had Greta Thunberg come in and tell you that you were incompetent and you still can't be cognizant of the way that we are living is going to be detrimental to the planet. You don't teach us that we're only occupants. You're improvident, absolutely incapable of seeing the bigger picture, just using your self-appointed chronological seniority to impart lectures like you can absorb knowledge into your dentures. I can appreciate your life as adventures. Not really, but I can. But not at the cost of the planet I want to leave for my descendants. My vendetta against the neglectful elderly is not vengeance. It is me wanting to put power in their hands of the rising adolescents. Because even though you see us as literal infants, we are the change makers, and you expect us to be the planet's saviors, but then you gotta stop treating environmentalists like we're troublemakers. Let go of your misconception that the planet's destruction won't come back to hurt you because your children live on and we can't carry on a legacy in anarchy. You can't go on if you act carelessly to try to live lavishly, and based on your culture, you'll either call it cacophony or tabahi, but I think we can both agree that we cannot talk about this later. Thank you.